nerves?
Great now. I mean, just such an exciting game. I think we really knew going into it that it was going to be a battle, and I don't know if we quite expected the offense battle we had in game one, but it is two of the top offenses in the conference. So just really proud of the fight the girls showed, even when we got down big by 6 there. They never seemed discouraged, and they were just expecting to go out there and continue to have quality at bats and make that pitcher work. So I'm just really proud of the fight they showed there at the end.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't seem like this was going to be this type of game. The first couple innings, Rock Park looked like she was in control. In that third inning, I mean, Salen's home run sort of just wakes everything up. How do you feel about the way that sort of just got everyone else going?
Yeah, I really thought that inning was sparked by our dugout, and they'd kind of been asking early on, hey, it's too quiet, we got to get loud, and I was telling them, well, we got to get the dugout something to be excited about. We got to find some hits and some quality at bats, but I thought they got loud and energized the lineup and really kind of got them going. Like, you know what, we're fine. This is our game. We play best when we're loose. We're having fun. They started that rally, and then I thought the hitters really adjusted to our plan and just really bought in and attacked the pitches we were looking for.
The home run at the end, just nothing, she's seen everything at this point.
Yes, that was awesome. And, really, by Paige's standards, she really hasn't been driving the ball the last couple games like she expects. So just so happy for her to see that kind of fall. And she's one that's just relentlessly positive, and she's always expecting to get the hit, even when she's maybe not barreling at balls the way she knows how to. But big clutch hit for us, set up by everyone in front and turning the lineup over. But that's what she does best. It's the 2-out RBIs and finding ways late innings, and that's why she's been in the lineup for so long.
And another veteran in Madison Kennedy has been on fire at the plate. What have you seen from her so far this season?
Maddie has just been awesome. I think the biggest thing about Maddie is she's just relaxed and having fun. She's not putting a lot of pressure on herself. Her big goal coming into the season was just to play loose, have fun, and really connect with her teammates. I think she's done exactly that, and it's taken all that pressure off of her that she could be feeling right now, and you can really just see the difference in her approach and her mindset and mentality day in and day out, practicing games, and it's showing up for her at the plate too.
Just with the way that transpired.
It's unfortunate. When we rewrote that rule for this season, and I didn't like the wording of it at the time because I knew this is what it was going to lead to. I think by rule it was the right call. I don't like the rule, and it's unfortunate because pretty much any rundown is going to be obstruction on the fielder, and there's really nothing you can do. It's a rule that we've been working on adjusting the last few years, and I still don't think we have the rule written right, and it leads to calls like that.
Game that we just saw.
Lots of emotions, that's for sure, but I think it was a lot of belief in our teammates, and we're going to have our pitchers back because they've had our backs countless times this year. And as hitters, we're going to do everything we can to get it done and be behind them.
So Rock Park, he strikes you out in the first inning. You come up next in the third inning. You're all over our first pitch. Take it well over the wall. What adjustment were you sort of making from one at bat to the next? And obviously, probably wasn't her smartest idea to leave that pitch right in the middle of the plate.
Yeah, I did make a mistake on my first bat. I will say that. I was beating myself up a little bit. I was like, why did you swing at that? But I was like, I'm just gonna go up there, see when I'm gonna hit the ball hard, and do something for my teammates because it's about everybody else. None of it's about me. It's about them and about the Lord, and that's it.
And for you guys up and down the lineup, newcomers, veterans alike, what have you guys been seeing at the plate that's been leading to that success?
I think it just goes back to a lot of belief in each other and belief in our training. Like, trained all fall. I didn't because I was hurt. But just like the training that we've had even throughout the years, we've put in the work and we're ready to go and ready to fight for each other.
And you talked about at the beginning of the year with you and Paige being the captains of you guys' pre-scrimmage before the season started. For you guys to have those big hits and for her to come up in the last inning and hit that go-ahead homer, just how does that feel for you guys as seniors to be so hot at the plate?
It's pretty special. We spent all fall in the training room together, so we definitely built a bond there. We started freshman year as roommates and just got to be with each other throughout the years and in the fall in the training room with each other. So it is pretty special to even watch that and watch her get that big hit. That's amazing. I struck out, but then she has my back. And that's up and down through the lineup. We know we're going to have each other's back.
You come back into the dugout after Florida puts up another big number in the sixth. What's the dugout like at that moment? You guys are down 5 or 6 at that point. What's the mood? Is everyone still pumping each other up?
Yeah, there were definitely a lot of emotions, but it was the vibe that we're not going to go away. We're going to fight until the end, and they're going to get our best.
Well, it hadn't been your night until it was, that last at bat, right? What were you looking for up there, and what emotions were running through you as you ran those bases?
Definitely leading up into that bat, especially for my previous at bats, I was trying to find a good adjustment, especially talking with the coaches, just trying to figure out what's like the key point of trying to hit that pitch. Going into my last at bat, I just told myself I'm getting a hit. So as soon as the ball came off the bat, I was so pumped up because Maddie told me to pick her up, and I wanted to have her back and to help pick my team up, and it couldn't have came at a better time.
Let's talk about the positive situation in the dugout. We were down to 6, had that 7-run inning, and just passing the bat back to every teammate seemed to do something.
Everybody was just really on it tonight. Nobody had a doubt that we weren't going to compete and we weren't going to give it our best shot and throw punches every single chance that we got. Definitely the energy in the dugout the entire time helped out. Shout out to the bench mob. Yeah, everybody was just very aggressive and just very competitive the whole entire night. Especially early on when we were down. It's like nobody was like, you know what, we're not going to flop here. We just came out and started firing back.
Before the season started, you talked about you and Maddie's bond as you guys were injured at the end of last year and going into the off season. Just talk about what it meant for you to be able to share that special moment with her. She comes up with the big homer tonight, and then obviously you with the go-ahead homer.
It definitely meant a lot, especially because me and Maddie, we were roommates our freshman year. Just to see where we started with each other and how much we've grown to this point. Just every single at bat, following her up, us being back to back in the lineup, it's like freshman us would have never guessed that we would be in the position that we are today. And just being together and being successful like we have been this year, especially coming off an injury and all the rehab, it's like everything was worth it and it was meant for this moment.
It's a little tough still navigating things in the outfield with the brace on and still recovering from the injury, and then obviously in right as well, you had to deal with the sun early on in this game. How's that been going so far?
It's been going good. Definitely, it's still a little tough because I'm not as fast as what I was, but I have my teammates picking me up every single chance that I got, and the coaches picking me up every single chance that they can, but just knowing that all of my teammates have my back throughout everything and basically relearning how to do everything, it definitely means a lot to me having my teammates behind me.
First couple innings, Rothrock looks pretty in control for them, and then you're able to find the right pitch and take it well over the wall. What were you looking for that at bat, and obviously got a good one?
It's not really what I was looking for. I mean, a good pitch, of course, but my dad told me today, he was like, you want to take a boxing class during the summer so you know how to throw a punch? And I was like, I know how to throw a punch, Dad. And he was like, all right, well, you gotta use that like a swing, you know? You don't just punch with your arm, you gotta use your legs. So I punched the ball over the fence.
And with your guys' success at the plate, just up and down the lineup, what have you kind of seen at the plate that's led to your guys' success?
I think that we all just, the fact that we love each other, we want to help one another. And so we just support each other, we support our pitchers, and we know that, you know, they're a good scoring team. It was a lot of runs both ways, but we just knew that we had a battle back and we had our pitchers back, and we wanted to help them out because they were pitching a good game. We just needed to do our part, and we did.
Was that kind of the mentality when y'all got down by 6 and say, hey, we can still do this, and it was a positive thing?
I think honestly, we want to strike first, but it's not how you start, it's how you finish. So I think that we thought it like that, you know, we got 7 innings, we have plenty of game left, and we knew we would get some hits eventually, and usually it's later in the game, and we did.
Did you make it the crowd here? Obviously an important weekend for both teams, and really the main thing happening here, especially with baseball traveling, to make the support from the fans here.
They're loud, honestly. I kind of tune myself out a lot. I don't really hear well. That's a problem with me, but I heard them today, and I saw one of the guys who was doing our maroon and white cheer, and I was like, that's what I like to see, you know? I love our fans. They do a really good job in supporting us and everything. I love seeing them, especially when we're doing autographs, you know, give them hugs and everything. They're awesome.